Hello, everybody, and welcome to Sunday Stamping with Susan and Julie. My name is Susan LaCroix, and this is my beautiful daughter, Julie Davison. We live a couple states apart, so we don't get to stamp together very often. So we like to stamp together and share it with you over YouTube. So, but there are some exceptions to that, and I had a wonderful surprise last week when Julie, two of her daughters, and our daughter Amy and her daughter surprised me for my birthday. And it was truly a surprise. And so we jammed a lot into just a few days, including filming with Amy. And I have to say that was such a fun video.
It was.
And yeah, we had a lot of fun. So hopefully we can do more of that at some point in time. But for now, we're back to filming over Zoom and posting it on YouTube. Today is Sunday, July 9th, and 4th of July was last week. We had a couple things go live.
A couple, yeah. There's a lot going on. It's overwhelming.
There is. So, well, first, let's talk about the oh dear, online exclusives released on July 6th, just the other day. Already very popular. The stamp sets are not orderable at this time. However, since Stampin' Up! Makes stamps in Utah, the turnaround will be fairly quick, and we're anticipating that there'll be more stamps in stock by around your birthday, right after your birthday. So the week of the 17th, I believe.
Yeah, which is just a week away.
Just a week away. Yes. So they are coming back. So never fear. But when they do come back, I would wait. Truly, I would not wait. So
it's true.
Yeah.
We don't know the plan with the online exclusives. Kind of the thing with that is that we don't know how long Stampin' Up! Are going to keep restocking these products. If you see them in the online store and you can see the page and it says currently unavailable, that means it's coming back. So if you ever see that, no matter what the product is, currently unavailable, but you still see it in the online store, then it's coming back and they're restocking it. And if it just completely disappears from the online store and you can't find the page at all, then that means that it's gone.
Forever and ever. Amen.
Yes.
So also on July 6th, bonus day started. And I love bonus days. I don't know. I just do. So what this is for every $50 you spend from July 6th through the end of July on the 31st, then you will get a coupon code worth $5. And so it's for every $50. So if you place a $150 order, you're going to get 3 of them, each worth $5. So then in August, for the entire month of August, you can redeem those coupon codes. So it doesn't matter how many you have.
Yeah.
You can have 20. And you could redeem that $100 off in August. I know I'm on the ridiculous side, but that is what's going on now as well. So we have creativity now. Excuse me. We have exclusives. We have bonus days. And am I missing something, Julie?
The other thing that happened on the 6th was the clearance rack update. So Stampin' Up! Updated the clearance rack with some of our favorite holiday products from last year's July through December mini catalog. There are some other things too, but mostly it was stuff from that catalog. And there were some really amazing deals, literally up to 85% off. I don't know what's left in there because it's all while supplies last, but there were a couple rolls of ribbon that were literally $1.25. And another pack of paper that was like $1.25 or $1.50. So the deals are incredible and they are only while supplies last. So make sure that you jump on those and get those right away in the clearance rack section of the online store.
Awesome. So yeah, so there's a lot going on in July. And then we're kind of gearing up because next month will be the pre-order for demonstrators for the new mini catalog. So but that's for another month. Right now,
yes.
going on. And so we're really excited about sharing something with you today that we've been waiting to show you. We've been chomping, drooling, literally, because things were sold out and they are now all back in stock. So it's like we're jumping on this. We're going to share it with you and hope that you really like it. And I think this is going to be one of my favorites, especially for fall. So Julie
Yes.
is going to share all of that with us. And while she's sharing with you, I'm going to set up because I will be going first this week.
All right, so today we are using the Earthen Elegance Suite from the Stampin' Up! Annual Catalog. By the way, this is the 2023 to 2024 Stampin' Up! Annual Catalog. And I'm going to just turn on a light here and see. There we go. That's a little bit better. So we've been putting this one off because the dies were not available, but they're back in stock. And technically, the ribbon at the time of filming is still not available, but it's supposed to be back this week. So you should be able to order it hopefully tomorrow or very soon after. So the Earthen Elegance, this is such a special suite. I met the product designer who is in charge of creating the paper. Her name is Julie. She works at the home office and she created these pottery pieces that we see. And Mom, I know just today, the day that we're filming, you just finished watching Creativity Now, which was a special virtual event for demonstrators. And they shared a behind the scenes video. I think it was Kevin Lunt, right? That was interviewing Julie, and she was talking about the whole process of creating the tiles that then were turned into the designer paper. So it was such a cool thing to see and to hear her talk about. And we got to see some of that kind of process. So she actually rolled out clay and baked her own tiles. And she said she worked with a local potter to use their kiln to fire the pieces, and then she glazed them and fired them again. She said she started out with 12 by 12 tiles, which is what this was, and they broke when they were fired, and so she then used smaller tiles, which were then sort of digitized to create the look. So you can see the tile back here that has the glaze was turned into the large paper, so it's kind of tiled back and forth. And this one in particular, she created so that you could die cut the pot and have it have that like drippy glaze. It's so amazing to me the amount of research and background they do as like looking at pots and taking pictures and seeing like what gets put into pots. And so this is something that's really trendy, and she really tried to hone in on some of the colors. And some of the colors we see in here are brand new in colors like copper clay and moody mauve, and then other returning colors like pretty peacock, misty moonlight, and pecan pie. So this is such an exciting suite. Also, this stamp set is available in Spanish here in North America, which is really exciting because we haven't had any Spanish stamp sets in quite a few years. So this is sort of like a little trial to see how well it does. And I think it sold out for a little while. So I think that's a good sign. Hopefully we'll see some more Spanish stamp sets in the near future. So the item number is not here in the catalog, but you can find that in the online store. We'll try to remember to include it in our shopping list in the video description as well. So we've got the stamp set and beautiful dies. Well, let me move the catalog and I'm just going to show you some of these items in person. So this is a clean rubber stamp set. Beautiful imagery with the two different pots and then the different leaves and foliage that you can put in there. And the dies are dynamic and beautiful. We have some that cut out the images from the stamp set. Then we have some detailed die cuts, including this sort of, I don't know what you call that. I was calling it a fan, but that's probably not the proper word. There is some handles that can go on the pot, a texture die, and then a detailed die to look like kind of rope that would be tied around the top of a pot. This wavy ribbon is amazing. No wonder it's on back order. It is coming back, like I said, this week, so watch for that. But I just love the natural texture. Amy used this last week on her card featuring that horse and sleigh stamp set and die. And then this gorgeous paper. It's a 12 by 12 paper. I've just cut it down to 6 by 6 to share it, but you can see that texture. And I know the tile, I saw the tile in person. It is so beautiful. And the imagery and the designer paper is just, it's 2D. So it's hard to really, match that texture and the glaze, but just gorgeous here. And then we've got some more subtle patterns on the back that can be used for some different things. Here's that one I was talking about with the drips, and I think it kind of looks like a s'more with the marshmallow, don't you think?
Yeah,
Anna came in and she saw these on my desk and she goes, "What is that paper? It looks like chocolate and nuts." And like, like she must have been craving some chocolate. It does look very yummy when you think about it like that.
wow.
It's just so gorgeous. I feel a little bit stuck sometimes with how to use it because it is so like real in its texture. And so that's something that I just personally struggle with. This one kind of reminds me of a baseball, like the stitching.
Yep, I thought the same thing.
And then this one was based on a pottery too with the grooves and the carving there. So gorgeous. This paper is just the bomb. So the paper is called Earthen Elegance, and the bundle is Earthen Textures with the coordinating dies. And you can get the entire suite with one item number, which I just love it when they do that. So the suite collection item number is 161518 if you just want to get the whole thing, and you'll qualify for a bonus day coupon, which is just an extra little perk there.
Yeah,
Oh, I
absolutely.
have some samples. I almost forgot. Let me show you some samples and then we'll switch the camera and let mom share her project. So I got a few swaps recently to share using this suite. So this first one is from Kathy Miller, and she used the Basics 3D embossing folder. I thought that was a nice texture to go with the designer paper. This is Pebbled Path, Pecan Pie, and Moody Mauve. And then here's one that I created. Whoops, sorry. One that I created with the designer paper, Moody Mauve, Misty Moonlight, and Pebbled Path. And this was a swap card from Carmen Melendez. So that kind
Ooh,
of a fun little pop-up. So a Z fold with a little pop-up there. I thought that was really clever the way she did that. And I like how she used the stamps and the die cuts on this project. This one is from Sue Hines. And I thought this color combination was really beautiful. It is Berry Burst, Pretty Peacock, and Wild Wheat. And so she's just alternated the colors there. Really gorgeous. And this last one is from Amy Combs, and she's really used a lot of the die cuts and the designer paper and the different textures. Really just showing off all the amazing things that are part of this suite. Well, I can't wait to see what you came up with, Mom. Are you ready to share your project?
I am, and I'm glad you had samples because I don't have any samples, and I didn't have time to do a whole lot with this. But so here we go. All right, so Amy showed you the dies, which are stunning, and I've got some out here. But
I'm Julie.
Oh, what did I say?
Amy.
Oh, baby, I'm sorry, Julie. All right, anyway, I wasn't sure what I was going to do, so I just die cut and stamped and die cut because I thought I just don't know what I want. And there's so many possibilities. It isn't even funny, but look at this. I mean, there's so much you could do with all of these, right? And this paper, it doesn't almost matter if you use the A side or the B side because they all work so well together, right?
I love that you just kind of made a whole pile of them and then you can just kind of mix and match.
Yeah. And so it's just, yes, exactly. There's that one. I almost used that one, but I didn't. Okay, so anyway, that's what I did. And I cut all kinds of the ferns and the fans and everything. And then made my card. So let me put these back in the basket and get it out of here. So what I'm using for our project, my project today, is I'm using a piece of the Misty Moonlight is my card base. And I don't have the measurements, and I'm sorry, but there are standard 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And then I have some vanilla pieces for the inside. 4 inches by 5 1/4. And then another one, same size for the front. And I embossed this one using the bricks and mortar. I just
Oh,
thought,
I love that folder.
yeah, yeah. So that's kind of what I did here. And so let me get started here. So this fan fold, I'm going to move this out of the way. In the video that I watched, with this fan, this is kind of meant to be kind of folded a little bit to give it a little dimension on your cards. Isn't that fun?
I love that. It really makes it dynamic. Like I love that it can be flat or you can kind of fold there and it just comes to life.
It really does. All right. So the other thing, the other pieces that I've gotten, oh, I don't think I'm using this one. Put that back in my basket for later. So I've got this vase and this one. And on this one, I'm going to put the handles on. Wait a minute, is this upside down? You could probably do, no, that's right. I think it's this way. Yeah, that's how I'm going to use it. And then I have some various other little pieces here that we're going to kind of construct. All right. I am missing. What am I missing? I need, I want to do this and bring out some tear and tape. And let's put this on. You know what I want? Let me lay this down here. There is a method to my madness, I promise you. And I want this over here. Okay. So just kind of all of this together. And I'm going to take a piece of tear and tape and try to put this all together on this vase. So I'm going to put this all here. Oh, so it's kind of together. And then I'm going to put this on this vase. I have some tear and tape showing. That's not good.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Oh, I don't know how to take care of that. All right. Now I'm going to throw another little piece of tear and tape to put this all together. Oh, don't you dare.
That die cut pot is reminding me of the pottery class I took in college. I took an
Oh,
independent study and
ooh,
I did it either 1 or 2 semesters and just did a lot with pottery and learned to throw on the wheel. And it was just something that was creative and different, you know, to sort of break up all the academic classes. And it was kind of fun. I really explored a creative side that to that point I really wasn't exercising much. So
we have some of your pieces still.
yeah, I was trying to remember. I couldn't find any. I wanted to bring one on camera. I think
Oh, if you're going to ask me where they are, I have no
I
idea.
know. Well, that was sort of what I came up with. Like, um, I think some of them might be packed up. There might be one in the garage. Um, I know a few broke over the years.
Oh, that's a shame.
That's just how it goes sometimes. It's been a long time.
Yes. Yes, it has. So I am going to. Yeah, that was fun. I was actually kind of surprised that you took that pottery class. And I don't remember. I want to say you did it 2 semesters.
Yeah, I think I did.
Oh, you really liked the instructor, if memory serves.
Nope.
No?
No. I was
Oh,
just thinking that's why I took it 2 semesters, because I felt like I did not really learn what I wanted to the first time. And he really did not provide a lot of instruction. And so I was kind of figuring things out on my own. And
oh, huh,
yeah,
huh, huh, huh.
just kind of have them on the ready. What a great
Yeah.
idea.
Well, I couldn't, I did it because I couldn't decide what I was doing. And so I felt like I needed to, I'm almost there. I promise. It's just, once you start playing with these, you don't want to stop
Yeah.
because there's just so many possibilities. All right. So you're going to just give me a hard time here. So I am going to do you one at a time and be done with it. So yeah, before the
I jinxed it.
oh, I want to put a little something here. Some of these are so fragile
Yeah.
that I want to make sure that it's going to hold. I got to do a little trimming here. And then this guy is going to just kind of come out here. It's just kind of an eclectic little look. And really, I don't think there's any right or wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just kind of whatever you put together. This would probably drive your grandmother crazy. Okay, so now we're going to just kind of set these guys down here. We're going to put those on with dimensionals. Oh, you know what? Do I want to do some of this? I think what I want to do is put just a little braid here.
Oh, I like that.
So let me find my ribbon scissors. I used them earlier and move them. So I'm going to cut probably, more than I need. But I absolutely love this braid, and I know that I'm going to use it a lot more than just with this suite.
Mm-hmm.
And I have found, I don't want liquid glue because it seeps through. This is kind of a porous ribbon, because of the holes, the weave.
Yeah.
The heck. Okay. Seriously, just stay there. Did you use this ribbon, Julie?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, we have not seen each other's projects really. This has been one of those days I got up early this morning and I worked out and then came down and set up the projector and everything for me and yeah. One of my team members came over. Neither one of us were able to watch Creativity Now on the date that it was live.
That's what I love about virtual events, is there is that flexibility to not only go back and watch it, like if you want to watch again, but if you are busy on the day when it originally airs, then you can always
yeah.
watch it when it's convenient.
And this was, I mean, I don't remember what Norma had to do, but hey, Norma, I know you watch us, so it was a fun day. All right. Now that I've made just a little mess here. So I think I like that on there.
Nice.
Oh, all right. So let's put some dimensionals on these bad boys and get this card put together. so we can see what you've come up with, Julie.
Card, and I've had this pretty peacock shirt in my closet for a long time, and so I was so happy to be able to wear it today.
I remember when you bought that shirt.
Do you?
You were telling me about it. You were shopping with the girls, right?
I bought it before we went to Maui,
Oh, okay. No.
but I don't remember who I was with. I think I was just by myself.
No, the shirt I was thinking of, if you were shopping with the girls at Old Navy.
Oh, I almost wore that one. That's the copper clay t-shirt.
Copper clay. Okay. I knew it was
Yeah.
one of the colors.
I almost wore that one because I'm using a little copper clay today.
That's funny. Okay, so now I'm going to put this guy here. Ta-da, right?
Looking good.
So we're going to do a little stamping now. Yeah, I'm using the stamp set with gratitude.
Oh, of course you are.
Yeah. A little twine on there. And, yes. So
Because that's the one I'm using.
oh yeah, okay. You're right. You are so right. All right, let's use copper clay. Oh, I'm not crazy about how that wound up. I'll have to fix that later. Okay.
It's kind of fallen out of the.
Yeah, it is. So I'll fix it later. I'm not too worried about it. Okay. You notice I was anticipating mistakes.
Yeah, I was just thinking, I stamped mine ahead of time.
I thought about it. I really did. Oop. Actually, I have another little bit of stamping to do on the inside. So we'll just put that in there so I don't dip my hand in the ink.
Did you see in Creativity Now? I remember I sent you a text when I was watching it. They left their ink pads open and it was freaking me out.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. So
I
that's
don't remember who it was, but I was like, all those ink pads. And then I think it was Charlotte. And then I think at one point it looked like one of her cards like was in the ink pad. She didn't say anything about it or acknowledge it, but I was like, oh my gosh, close your ink pad.
oh, that's too funny. All right. So I'm going to take this image. I'm sorry, I'm out of camera range here. There we go. Is that better?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Sorry.
Am I boring you, Julie?
No, I I'm still recovering from the little sleep I got when I stayed up for online exclusives.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, I don't like that.
I had good sleep last night, but the night before, nope.
I got up and did. Okay. There we go. That's much better. Now. Oh, look at this. You see this little divot?
Yeah, I've got that on some of my ink pads.
No. All right. And then I'm using copper clay. Yes, I am using copper clay. Oh, I'm going to transfer ink. I just know it. All right. And I'm just going to put this like right here. And it coming in. There. That is my inside. Get these off of here. These are on here. So now we're going to put this on the inside.
Is that Misty Moonlight?
It is Misty Moonlight. And I did, I did another version. So, in different colors. So it'll be, oh, look at this. My ink wasn't dry and it smeared.
Oh.
But you know what? I have, let's see if I can do it very quickly. If it takes too long, I'll finish it later. But one of these handy dandies.
I love those little ink erasers.
Too.
I've seen them at the dollar store, but you can also get them on Amazon.
I actually gave these as part of, I did little Easter baskets for my hostess club, and
Oh, nice.
they each got one of these, so it wasn't all candy. Okay, close enough. See, look at that. Not bad.
Looking good.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna flip this over. We're gonna we'll take care of that in a minute, and we're gonna put this on front. And I'm going to take some dimensionals for this guy. Believe it or not, this is coming to an end. This is it is kind of a fussy card, you know. Here, we'll just cover up that there.
There you go.
And we're going to take a little bit of our linen thread and tie a bow. I thought about the jute, but I was worried about thick.
Yeah.
So I decided to opt for just a little bow. What a mess I have here. But we're not done yet because you know I have to have my bling.
Of course. I can't wait to see which one you're going to use on this card.
Yeah. Yep. It was fun. We're going to put this guy right here. And the bling I've chosen to use on this card is this.
Oh.
Adhesive back sparkle. It's just like sticking everywhere. Okay, so now trying to figure out which one I'm going to use. Here, I take a pick. And I am going to use, I thought about the silver, but I think I'm going to go with this one.
Yeah, I like that one best.
And I'm going to stick one up here and a little one up here. And another big one, I think over here.
Looks good.
So finally, ta-da, here it is.
I love it.
So here is the other one I did.
Ooh, striking.
It is, isn't it? I could not decide what colors to do, so I thought, well, I'll just do two of them. And just, you know, there it is.
Yeah, I don't know which one. I really like the pot with the handles.
Yeah, so I guess this or that. Oh, this should have been stamped over a little bit. But there you go. You like the pot with the handles? Is that the card you want me to send you?
I mean, sure. If I get a choice.
There it is. I'm done, Julie. So if you want to move over to your screen, and I'm anxious to see what you're doing.
Yeah, so like I said, I'm using Pretty Peacock. I love this color. I'm so glad that it's back. It was in color years ago, and now we've got it back. I'm making a gatefold card today, so I've got 5.5 by 8.5 piece of cardstock scored at 2 1/8 and 6 3/8. And so what happens is they meet in the middle. That's a gatefold card. I'm gonna use a little bone folder to get a nice good crease here. And I know, Mom, you like to just score one side and kind of have them meet in the middle and use the bone folder. So if you're struggling and there's a gap there, because sometimes the cardstock's a little bit longer than 8.5, then you could try that. Just score the 2 1/8 and then bring it over and meet in the middle and use the bone folder. For the front of our gatefold, I have some pieces of designer paper. This is two pieces that are 1 7/8 inch by 5 1/4. And the measurements will all be in the video description for you. I did debate on whether or not to show the other side, but I think I'm going to go with the peacock design. So just love the sort of ombre effect here. But it looks like clay. Really cool. Okay, so that's going to adorn our panels. And then for the inside, I've got a piece that's 4 inches by 5 1/4. And for the front, I used the decal rectangle dies to die cut a piece of very vanilla that's approximately 3 inches by 4 3/8. And then I'm going to put that on 3 3/8 inch by 4.5 piece of copper clay. But before we do that, we're going to do some stamping and some layering. And I've pre-cut some pieces and did a little stamping ahead of time with my With Gratitude. So I've got the large pot die cut with pecan pie. And then I use that drippy paper to die cut a pot. And I have a little bit of the white at the bottom. I really like the way that turned out. Copper clay for the, I don't know, what do you call this?
Fern.
A fern. And then some of that ribbon. And so this was something that I saw in the catalog and I just thought it was really cool. So I'm going to wrap the ribbon around the die cut pot. And I did try, looks like I got some, I don't know, color or something on there. Must have been on my desk. I just put some adhesive on the back and I'm just gonna take and hold that ribbon down and then try to keep it really tight coming around the front. And so I'm gonna wrap this around so that there's 5 rows in the front and just kind of giving it a squeeze down so it holds on that ribbon.
You know, I almost the very same thing, Julie.
Did you? You know how I love to case the catalog, and so that was something that they showed in there. And I just thought it was such a great way to use the ribbon. So I just wrapped that around like that. I could have done a better job of centering it, but you get the idea. And then we're gonna do some stamping, and I'm using Pretty Peacock and some crumb cake. So we're gonna start with this wide pot in Pretty Peacock on the right side of the card. I'm cupping up a little bit from the bottom of that die cut piece, and then I'm going to stamp while I've got Pretty Peacock out. I'm going to stamp on the inside. You are proof there is good in the world. Oh, I love that. And I'm going to get my grid paper out for this because I want to come down a little bit off the bottom edge of the paper. And then I'm going to come in with the crumb cake and stamp this one, the little branch. But I want to do some masking because it has a really long stem and I don't want that to show up and cover the pot. So I am going to stamp it with that sticky note covering it. So now it looks like it is inside the pot. We're going to do the same thing over here for the front. I'll just reuse the same sticky note. And I need to be careful that I don't turn it the other way because I definitely don't want to go over the top. Okay, so I got that on the front. And I'm going to do some layering with the other die cut pieces. So I'll bring those in here. I'm going to do this one first. I'm going to put this on with some Stampin' Dimensionals because we've got that bulk with the ribbon back there. And this is going to go even as far as the bases go. It'll go about even with the other stamped pot. And then this one is going to kind of overlap them and I'm going to come down just a little bit so that it, there's like, well, it really kind of blends in with that, but it'll be down a little bit because it's in front. So we're going to attach this to the back, and it's so skinny, like you said, so delicate, Mom. I'm just going to hold it down with the Stampin' Dimensionals that I'm putting on the back of this anyway, because I want that to kind of be connected to the pot and be a little bit higher. So this is going to go, and oh, I might just add a little dots of glue just to tack that down. Just a smidge. It's so loose and fragile. So this is going to go right in the center, and then I can kind of move that fern and just make sure it's getting tacked down so it's not loosey-goosey. And then the sentiment I stamped the same as yours with gratitude. It's going to go right across the center. And I'll just use some regular adhesive for that to go right across the center of that middle pot. And then this is going to layer on the copper clay. Oh, I love the deckled rectangle, especially with this suite. I think that I think it goes so nicely and really frames out that die cut. This is going to go in the center of the card. Could have layered that one more time. I didn't realize it was so small. Maybe it was a little smaller than 4 by 5 1/4. And then this is going to go on the front, and you just want to make sure that it's only adhered to one side so that you can open it up. So I want to use some tear and tape for that just because it is extra sticky. And this is the side I wanted on, so I'm just going to do a couple pieces, making sure to stay on that side. And there's the finished card, a little gatefold card.
Very nice, Julie.
Stamping on the inside. I was debating on bling. But I don't know, with the ribbon, I feel like we've got a lot of texture in the die cut, so I'm just gonna leave it, I think, as is.
Okay.
What disapproving okay. Okay.
It's your
I
card.
like it.
Hey,
Where would you put it if you added some?
I would just kind of scatter it around, You've got the lower right corner, put a couple things there, and then maybe up in the upper left. Yeah.
If I was going to do bling, I think I would bring in some of the rustic metallic dots.
You could use those, sure.
Because right now we've got a lot of like kind of masculine colors and energy, going on. And so I don't know that I would want anything like sparkly. I did dip my finger in the peacock earlier.
Yeah, you don't need anything real big for sure. So that's good.
Just two?
No, you need a third. Come on, Jay. You know better than that.
That one looks so random though.
Well,
I
then,
don't know.
oh, you know what you could do? You could put 3 small ones in the upper right or upper left corner if you want, and have 5 instead of just 3.
What do you think of it there?
That works too.
I'm gonna keep it right there.
Okay.
All right, ta-da! There's the finished card with embellishments. Let's do Earthen Elegance. So pretty. I would love to know what you guys think at home. Leave a comment for us and tell us if you're a fan of the Earthen Elegance Suite. Have you already gotten the stamp set and dies or the designer paper while it was on sale? If you've been waiting for the ribbon, it should be back in stock this week. So be sure to check that out in our online store when you're placing your bonus day order this month.
Absolutely. I was so excited to get to finally use this suite. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I have some ideas in my head for Hostess Club because we'll use this at club probably next month because I'm all set for club this month. So,
Oh, look at you working ahead.
well, yes, because yes.
I'm usually still last minute, so I'm impressed that you're ready to go. But I guess it's tomorrow, so you should be ready.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. And yes, so I really am excited about this suite and some of the upcoming things, and I'm really looking forward to a couple of the stamp sets and the bundles in particular in the online exclusives, and I can't wait to share.
Yes, I hope that we will be able to share some more online exclusives in the coming weeks. We're kind of keeping an eye on inventory, so we're going to try not to show you something if it's not available, but it's on our list of things to share in the coming weeks. Some of the online exclusives, and then, like you said, the new mini catalog is coming out in September, but demonstrators will get to pre-order in August. So if you're not a demonstrator yet, now's a great time to join because you'll be able to pre-order and see it for the first time along with all of us demonstrators. So that's coming up at the end of the month. I think July 26th will be when the PDF is posted for demonstrators, and then in August we'll be able to order from it. And I know you just are fresh off that creativity now, and we got some sneak peeks, and there's some really cool stuff coming.
It really is. I really am excited, and we got a sneak peek of something that'll be in the next mini catalog too.
Yes.
They kind of stretched out the sneak peeks throughout the whole
It was really fun. I enjoyed it so much.
I like stuff like that. So yeah. Well, we have I don't know how long this video is. I felt like I took so long to get my card done, and yeah. I'll try to do better.
Oh, it's fine. Stamping is supposed to be therapy. It's supposed to be a creative process, and it doesn't always have to be super fast, right? Like, I feel like I always go fast, but I'm just a fast stamper. And when you are, when you have a plan and you know what you're doing, it always goes faster. Whenever I'm kind of putting things together for the first time, sometimes on camera, it it drags out, and it it takes me a while to kind of figure it out and get it done. So don't feel bad, Mom. You're human just like the rest of us, and sometimes it doesn't all just come together.
Yeah, well, the problem is when there's too many choices.
Yes.
So I kept,
but choices are good. I think it's so fun the way that you die cut everything, and then you can kind of mix and match and play. So
it was definitely fun, and I have more die cut and ready to go.
Yes. So you'll be ready for next month's stamp club, and you can let everybody mix and match and make their own.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, I have some other ideas that I want to explore with this set for club. So anyway, until next Sunday stamping with Susan and Julie, have a wonderful week, everybody. We'll see you next Sunday, which is going to be Julie's birthday.
Yes, that's right. Bring cupcakes.
Got it.
Have a great week, everybody. Bye,
Thanks
Mom.
for watching. Bye, Julie. Love you too, babe.